Hi there, my name is Nick Barraclough. I am president at AKCP and welcome to another Quicklime video tutorial. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at how we can add custom assets to our racks. So we've already got a data center floor plan here. We can switch into a 3D view and you can see that within these racks, we already have some assets placed. We also have some available space as well, but we can go into an individual rack here and you can see the assets we have. We've got some network switches, some servers, UPS at the bottom there, and you can upload a front image or a rear image. We can also go into a 2D view, drill down to a rack, and we can see the assets that are within this rack from this view as well. Now, if you want to add a new asset to here, we do include some asset types. So you can go to here and go to add an asset and you can choose from our pre-made assets. But what I'm going to do, rather than choosing from a pre-made asset, so we could go here, we could go to select this router, for example. So this is a pre-made asset that we could add into the rack here just with a generic image. But we may also want to add something that has an actual picture of our real equipment here. So you can see I've got a Dell server there. Let's go in here then and go to add asset. And we're going to go to an add asset type. We'll create a new one and we'll call this a HP ProLiant server. And then we need to add an image. So we'll go to here. This is a 2U high server. And rather than choosing from the default images we have here, we're going to choose to upload an image. And I'm going to upload an image that I've got already of my server. Now you can upload a front and a rear. I don't have a rear image in this case, so I'm just going to go to skip and we go to finish. So now I've got a front image when we've defined this as 2U's in height. Now we can input some properties of this equipment. So our rated max current load, say, is 3 amps. Our rated max voltage, 230 volts. These would come from the specifications of the equipment. We can choose the type of power source. So this is a single phase power input for this. The equipment, we can put a description in. So this is, in fact, a ProLiant DL340. So it's a ProLiant DL340 Gen 12. Equipment type. So this is an IT equipment. We can give it an inventory code. We can give a serial number. We can give a model. So this is also the DL340 Gen 12. So that's DL340 G12. The manufacturer, we know for this is HP. You may have a supplier. You might want to give it an IP address, MAC address, and so on. The location of this equipment, we can choose where it is, but when we actually install this into a rack, this will automatically be populated. And maintenance, so we may want to put a life cycle of 5 years. And we could choose a maintenance cycle of 6 months. Once we've created this new asset type, the HP ProLiant server, we'll go to save. And now we can select that from here. We can give it a name, which is our HP ProLiant server. And its size is 2U's. And then we'll go to add. Now we've got our custom asset type here in our rack. If we go now into edit this asset, you'll see it's already been given a prefix R25U20, so that defines the location of this particular piece of equipment. So that's rack 25. And then we can input other information such as the installation address, the data center, and so on. So we can go to update, and that will have updated this piece of equipment. Now if we move it to a different location, so it's R25U20, we move it. It'll ask us if we want to auto rename the prefix. I'm going to say yes. So now this will show it's rack 25 U17. So that, in short, is how you can create a custom asset type. Now, once I've done that, I can add this again. So I would go to Add Asset Type, and I can just select that same piece of equipment and all of that information, the rated voltage, any information that I've hard-coded into this asset type will come up. Again, we'll give it a name, and we'll go to Add. And once we do that, the name will now be prefixed also with this one's R25U15. You can also shortcut this by going to Duplicate Asset to Use. So if I wanted to duplicate this to, let's say, U number 4 and U number 6, then I would go Duplicate Asset to Use, and I'll put 4 and 6. We go OK, and it will now duplicate that same asset to those locations, with the relevant prefix again added, rack 25, U7, rack 25, U5. So I hope you found this short tutorial useful. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you in our next video.